sound, snow, carols, and the food. However, there was one man who couldn't stand any of this. As a matter of fact, this man hated everything and everyone, especially around the holidays. His name is Ebenezer Scrooge. It was Christmas Eve, and Scrooge arrived at his place of business, where his noble secretary, Bob Cratchit, was hard at work. It was the middle of the afternoon, and Cratchit was getting ready to go home and spend the evening with his family. Scrooge was quick to make him finish up the day's work and prepare everything for work the next day on Christmas. Bob begged Mr. Scrooge to honor the holiday and let Cratchit spend it with his family. But Mr. Scrooge told him that he had a business to run and nothing was going to make him close down for a day of laughter and smiles. So Cratchit went back to work. Soon after, Scrooge's nephew, Fred, arrived to invite his favorite and only uncle to his Christmas Eve celebration that evening and to Christmas dinner the next morning, or the next day. Scrooge told his nephew that he would not be stopping by tonight or tomorrow, for he had too much work to get done. Fred did not understand his uncle, so he left the invitation on his desk and left. Later that evening, Scrooge closed his office for the night, had some dinner at a local pub, and went home. As he came up to his door to find the key, his door knocker came to life and started screaming his name. This frightened Scrooge so much that he ran into his bedroom and hid under his chair. Soon after, while he was sitting by his fire, he heard the voice again saying his name.
Scrooge! Scrooge!
And she fixed the tree. Then Scrooge realized that the ghost was his old business partner, Jacob Marley. Marley went on to tell Scrooge that he is being an old fart and that he should learn to care for others or else. Scrooge wasn't getting it, so Marley warned Scrooge that he would be visited by 3 ghosts on this night. Scrooge refused to believe any of this was real and went right to bed, and Marley left. Naturally, Marley wasn't lying, and Scrooge woke up by his first visitor, the ghost of Christmas past. Scrooge was forced to go with the ghost back to his childhood, where he learned that he loved Christmas. From then they went to his teenage years, where he also loved Christmas. Scrooge enjoyed seeing these past memories. The ghost then left Scrooge sleeping in his bed. However, he was then woken up by his next visitor, the ghost of Christmas present. The spirit took him to his nephew's house so he could see everyone having a good time. And Fred wishing that his Uncle Scrooge would get some Christmas spirit and come over tomorrow for dinner. After they left Fred's house, the spirit took him to the Cratchit residence, where Scrooge saw the Cratchits eating their Christmas Eve dinner.
She's standing on one leg.
Happily. Scrooge then saw Tiny Tim playing with her father, Bob. As Scrooge turned to see the spirit, he saw a new spirit, a dark figure standing in the distance. Scrooge knew this was the ghost of Christmas future. The ghost then simply pointed to a tombstone that had Scrooge's name on it. Scrooge wept at the sight of the stone and was terrified, and he begged the spirit for a second chance and promised he would change his ways. The spirit put Scrooge to sleep. And when Scrooge woke up the next morning, he was so delighted to be alive, he began dancing. And he took all the money out of his drawer and threw it out the window to all the people on the street. He then found a young child and told the child to go find a large turkey and put a note on it that said, "Don't come to work," and he sent the turkey to the Cratchits. Ebenezer Scrooge was a changed man, and the whole community noticed. They came out dancing and celebrating and rejoicing that Scrooge had changed. Now say that the whole town loved the holiday season. The end.